Right now is not the time for me to give up or for me to lose encouragement.
Swear me off a win, that's why I'ma try again. Pray every time I feel, cause God always a listen. One day I have to win, that's why I'ma try again.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, the Danny Speaks podcast. Hey guys, so I'm back again with another video, and remember I had promised you that I was going to talk about relationships because no guys, I feel like this is what everything in the society is surrounded by. It's surrounded, like this is the order of the day. Like relationships are just, I don't know, but when I get the point,
we get into it.
It's important. You understand what I say? And I mean, there are a lot of controversial points about whether the relationships
and
are
this is from a girl's point of view.
Right, girls' point of view, because we know boys think
differently for sure.
Very differently from females, and so of course we're gonna have the boys' point of view in another video. But this is the girls' point of view, and with me I have.
It's bestie.
So I told me, I have somebody special to come. This is the special. Alright, now what I feel.
Anyways, guys, I'm Tianne. Hi, I'm bestie.
Yeah. So this is her. This is us. Yeah. So we're gonna get straight in because we don't really want to take people them time and stuff. So a lot of people are of the opinion. Like I have older friends. I have a lot of older friends, by the way. That is a plus. Yeah, having friends older, that's a big plus. Just saying. So, right, so I have friends that are older than me, and some of them don't think that relationships at this age make sense. A lot of them feel as if, you know, we're immature, we don't know nothing, we have more things to focus on, blah, 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 and so they don't make any sense. I disagree from my perspective, and currently I really do disagree, but why?
Alright, let me tell you why. You see, at this age, I think at 17 years old, probably you don't know how old we are. I think at 17 is a good age to start dating. I don't mean if you go out and do like man and woman things, you know, and that is not what I mean. I mean that it's just a good, it's just a good age to start dating. Because I feel like younger than this, you're not, maybe at 17 some of us still not as mature as we should be. But that's a different situation.
It's a different
But at this age, you're a little more mature and you're going on into adulthood. So you should be able to pick what you like and dislike and experience, you know, what you want, so that you don't get married when you're 30. Not say you can't get married when you're 30 now, but you know what I mean, right? And I don't think when you're younger, I mean, when you're younger, clearly you're going to like people because you're not a tree, and because still you're not a robot. You're going to like people. Right? So I think when you're younger, it is just to like and pass on. Not saying that if you do dates when you're younger that it's wrong, because I'm not gonna say we, you know, never date when we're younger or date when we're younger. But I think at this age is the perfect time to start dating and, you know, feeling around and testing the waters.
So I think, yeah, totally agree with what you're saying. And, you know, I've seen situations, I'm all about reality. Right? So we can sit here and we can talk all we want about what should be and what should have been, but the reality is this. You understand what I'm saying? Let's say you have a girl, right? And she come up in a primary school. Good girl, you know, she no business with no boy and nothing, you know, good girl this, right? And you know, she goes through high school, and mark you, there's nothing wrong with not wanting any relationships or not wanting to venture. That is fine.
Kudos to you.
Kudos to you. But for those who, you know, are opening up to their nature, then you understand what I say? I've seen situations where girls are 20 odd and do not know how to communicate with a guy. Them don't know how to communicate with a guy. Them don't.
Yes.
I mean, like my guy friends have come to me and they have told me about situations in which them attacks girls were way older than me. You understand what I say? And the way they think, their thought processes are just so off for their age.
And furthermore, and why I said 17 and not 16, because I also think 16 is a good age, but I would not start there because in Jamaica, you know, the age of consent is 16 years old, so I don't want to start. Give them the go ahead.
Give them no more go ahead.
Yeah,
You know.
at 16 to give them the go ahead and say, alright, you can start dating, because they say, alright, I can date, and at this age, I can do man and woman things. So I'm going to do man and woman things.
Exactly.
You know? So I think 16 and lower, just like each other and keep it pushing. right?
Yeah. Like, and honestly, too, on a serious note, let us, okay, we all know the science of it is that females are naturally more mature than men in terms of they mature earlier, right?
Yeah,
And so imagine you are 16, a guy could be the same age as you, and you are like 2 years ahead of him in terms of your thinking, which means therefore
certain precautions that you would take in
He-
that relationship,
he's not-
chances are he would not take that.
and then the thing is too, even with regular communication and reasoning, you understand what I say? Certain things where even not think about, you are thinking, this cannot work because so and so and so and so. And if not think about that, you understand what I say? Because you are so ahead of him in terms of your thinking.
And people always talk about, like, if you're going to date to marry. I agree and I disagree at the same time. I agree, whoever you're dating, make sure it's somebody that you would want to marry in the future. So
Right.
not take up nobody where you know say in the future come and you have a child, you go vex and you go cry, you go say that say God, what am I do? No, be with somebody that you know if push come to shove, you can get married and you will be happy and you will be stable. But don't at this age only focus on marriage because you are young. Yeah, chances are you're not going to get married for no love.
Exactly.
Really,
So
truly.
don't kill up. Let-
Don't-
and-
yeah.
Right. So you see, if it's a case where you're in a relationship, right, and you see that the relationship is going through some turbulence, you see that it's probably not going in the best direction, but because you're dating to marry, you hang on and you stay.
Yeah, you're young.
You're not yet married, you understand?
Yeah, exactly, you're
Leave
not
the
married.
riding out of the storm to the
To
married
God.
couples,
give
alright?
it to God.
Give
Let
it to God.
Go with it.
You understand?
come out.
You will
Yeah.
leave. You
And it
understand?
is much harder said than easier said than done. Sorry, but it is best to leave if you know that, especially if you're young. If you're young,
You're not having a time for nobody to stress you.
actually have all the time in the world, but that doesn't mean you should let them stress you. If you're young, move on. You have so much more to
Ahead of
achieve.
you,
You know,
yeah.
there's so much things you can do in that space of time. You don't need to hang on and say because marriage is not everything, you know. It's a very good thing and it's important,
It's
but
not
it's
everything, and you can survive, of course.
Yeah.
But listen to me now, guys. Me, I'll be honest with you now. Me no want nobody look for me and tell me say marriage is not everything. I don't want nobody look for me and tell me say people survive without. Me don't want to hear that because for all I care, me know say me want married. You understand? So unless me dead before then,
So you'll
I
get
do
married
intend to get
eventually,
married.
but don't hang on
But
to a
just-
toxic
it's just not
relationship
everything, you
because-
understand?
Yeah, because for the sake of marriage. Because
Exactly.
chances are someone is boy don't want to marry you.
Eh,
They bring up
ah!
the married conversation and them just like, oh, yeah,
glory.
for real.
Mercy.
Because they're not into what you're into. They're not seeing past that. They fear a couple months line. You
Right.
understand? And a lot of them will not tell you. They will not tell
Exactly.
you. So that's
Them
the
just
next
gonna
thing.
go with the flow. That is
Read the
leading into our
room
next.
and pick up. What's the next?
The next subtopic so is issues that we have with
Yes.
guys at this age, right? So out of the fact that so bottom line, guys, at this age, 17, 18 and stuff, I do think
you
that
can
this is a
start
decent
dating,
age
yeah.
to start.
Younger than that, we
seeing
don't
what-
recommend.
Yeah, we don't
because
recommend
we don't
it
think,
because-
you're not mentally there yet. So
before we even move on, when we are 13, 14, up in our head, we think we
we
good
big,
enough.
exactly. We think we big. That you
We
just
think-
touch high school, you say, maybe girl.
And you feel so in your mind, and the thing is, it's gonna be hard because in a fear mind,
Yes.
so if there's a 13-year-old watching this right now, in a fear already, in a female, they must say, "Of
But my
foolishness.
relationship
I
is
am
real, like,
exactly. I
it's-
am mature and I feel mature in myself and something.
And it doesn't always, it's not always a case where it's not real because very few times you're there with somebody from you're 13 and you go up and get married. But very few.
Right, very few. And the thing is though, don't trick yourself. You're going to be feeling as if, hey, I'm mature enough. You are not. I am telling you this because me did feel the exact same way. Me did feel like say, I can and when I'm not even all that grown yet. I'm not reach 18 yet
Exactly.
at all. And
We're
I can
still
look back. I can look back and say,
Girl, you're
what
my
was
bella.
that? Yeah, idiot. You understand? So I'm just saying, but I mean,
And one next thing that you can do, what I think is very important, take 5 hours to decide something. I know that sounds long, it's like 5 hours, how would I go with that? But just hear me out. If there's a decision that you want to make with your partner at that age, just take a 5 hours and sit down and think about it. And if after, go sleep, go watch TV, go watch play, there's something. If after the 5 hours you still feel strongly the same way, then you can
Keep
go
it.
ahead, you know. But if after the 5 hours you feel a
consider.
little anxious and there's something in the back of your head nagging you and say,
What
that's you know, yeah,
What happened?
don't.
Right. So, this is after all a girl's point of view, and so I'm sorry for my male viewers,
But this is just what we think.
some corn are gonna get crushed, some
And then
toes are gonna be stepped
you
on.
guys can learn from this, you know, because we're talking
And
about stuff that
understand
we
how
don't like.
females are. So yeah, if you have a little girlfriend now and watch, you probably can
Yeah.
better understand her after this, right? So you don't have to click. But yeah, Tian, what are some issues or I have with guys at this age? So let's say both of I am not in a relationship, but no, what was I saying? I'm just saying. So you know, what are some things that you've experienced, you know, over like a couple of years or so?
I think one of the
With
things
guys.
that, because you know, at a young, I'm not going to say, I know I'm saying that at a young age don't date, like 14, 15 don't date, but I'm not going to say that I didn't do it, and I wouldn't really call it date. Like if you ask me, I tell you no, because
Like,
honestly it was a no
to
for
us,
me.
to us it didn't count.
Yeah,
to us
it
at this
didn't
point it don't count.
You
like,
know, you understand what I'm talking about. You know, so I'm not going to say that I did not date because I did, but I wouldn't go around and say at that age me I want big, but I'm not going to say that.
Because
No.
I really actually I thought it was thinking.
Exactly, I'm not going to say
I
that.
thought it was thinking, man. No joke.
Yeah, but anyways, issues. One of the issues that I think is prominent is that women and men or girls and boys don't tend to have the same plan, and they don't see eye to eye in the long run. What I mean is that you plan your future as girls. We plan our future ahead of time, and we start thinking, you know, long after, because we are hoping for the best. We are wishful thinkers, so we are hoping for the best and hope that it lasts. But the guys most times now say all I wanna I'm not say all I wanna only just in there for the fun of it, and I'm not blaming you because you are young. Again,
You're
we draw
young.
back to the point that we are young.
But
We don't have to be waiting on marriage, you know. So you're there for the fun of it. So you not. So when she mentioned marriage to you, you know, your skin start itch you. Can you say?
But you know what though, Tia?
Marriage.
Them skin start itch them, but this is the issue. Right here, this is the issue. Your skin start itch you, and it's like, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Knowing
You
that
should
you
talk
have
about- exactly.
no intentions to go there. Yes, the girl can be hurt, but
let her know.
I bet just tell her, say yo, and
Say.
they say that make she hurt, but she cannot say that you did not
tell
say
her.
that. Yeah,
Exactly.
she can't say that.
Let her know.
And that,
Be on
that
the same
alone
page
is
at
enough
all
for you.
times.
You must be on the same, even if they're not on the same page.
Yeah.
Ensure
same
that
page
every,
in terms of communication.
right, exactly. So ensure that everything one-on-one, every thought process is out on the table. So you're not supposed to can go to your bridge them and say something with the girl where they we don't know about. And I say you're not supposed to work like that, guys. You understand what I say? So as much as you can like off a boy, so till. You understand what I say? If that guy decides to take a stand to not lead you on, I can understand that you'll be hurt, but respect
the fact that
him.
he told you.
Respect the fact that he's not leading you on into something that could potentially hurt you. Say, I
But
got hurt,
some girls, they will know because boys will be upfront and tell them, and they still go ahead and still form that whole conclusion and that fantasy in their head and get hurt in the long run. I'm gonna go say, can you do that sometimes? So my shirt gone. I know fear shirt gone too. All of us do that sometimes, right? But it is our responsibility as girls because it is our hearts, you know. Yeah, your heart. It is our hearts. It is our feelings that we're using. So we have to time
I
at
forgot
times have
it.
our
You
best
have to-
interest at
you have to have your best interest at heart. Because you can't just look a boy for a bit.
Yeah, so if they told you from the get-go and you decide to stay, always remember so that you don't hurt yourself. He's not hurting you because he told you.
Right.
You'd be the one hurting yourself because you knew.
So at
and
this
still
point,
did
it's
that.
coming at your own risk.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
boys, alright, you have clingy girls and you have girls that are not that clingy. But I'm going to speak for majority of the girls and for the minority. And then she can add in, a fair things. But for majority of the girls, they are very clingy and they love attention. And it's not even just
Okay,
we love
so you know what?
talk.
Here what
We
we're
like
going to do.
talk to,
Here what we're going to do.
You speak
We
for
are,
majority. I speak
that's
for majority.
what
Because
I was
really
about to
love
say.
clingy.
So Yeah, so speaking to the majority of girls that are like, so Tianne and I are kind of like opposites in a way as it comes out, as it relates to relationships. So me, I'm a lover girl, clingy girl, full of feelings, fantasy making type.
And I'm the type, like, I love you, yes, but you don't have to be all up on me. You don't have to. And you can give me my space.
Very in touch with reality. Yes. She's very, very in touch with reality. Very, very practical.
Yes, I see it as it is, and you know, I don't really. I'll fantasize, but I don't let it cloud my judgment.
Right. I am the type whose judgments are clouded. Whose you can imagine what I mean, right? So speaking to the majority, I do understand where you're coming from, because at the end of the day, if you like somebody so much, you do not, it no matter, you don't want to come to terms with the fact that, hey, this don't make no sense and I probably shouldn't go ahead with it. You understand what I mean? So subconsciously, you start to create scenarios. Oh, but this is what, I mean, you know, he could just be afraid to talk to me, or he could just not. Yeah. You understand? So we try to create all of these fake scenarios in our head that deep down, we know say it's not gonna work. So I do understand, because I am the exact same way. But as Tianne said, guys, it's
yeah.
At the end of the day, you have to, first of all, you have to decide, you have to decide what you want. You understand? So you have to decide whether you want to stay or not. You have to decide whether you are going to take charge of your heart, of yourself. You have to protect yourself at the end of the day. So even though it's difficult. Yeah, go on. No, go ahead.
And next thing that is so important that is often overlooked is, yes, you want, a lot of times you guys require attention. Alright, that's a lot of times. I'm not going to say that because I don't know you guys. But it's because there's not a lot of self-love. Right? I think you did a video on this already, like self-love. Yes, but just to say it, you have to love being around yourself, because look at yourself. Would you want to be around you? Do you think you're interesting enough to want to talk to 24/7? Like, really look into yourself and see that. Why you couldn't do it with yourself? After you sit down, after a few minutes, you don't know what to do with yourself, you're bored, you have to go find someone to do with somebody else. You know, you have to look into yourself and say, what am I don't want to say offering, but what am I adding? What am I bringing to?
Listen, guys, you have to be practical about it. You have to be practical. You understand? If you would not sit with yourself, do not expect somebody's son to do the same. You understand?
I am clingy.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm clingy. I don't want, if I'm in a relationship with a guy, I don't, if we're all, Tianne can tell you, because I'm a clingy person overall. You understand what I say? So, if I am out with the guy, I mean this the entire time. I'm not let go.
I'm the type of person,
I am not letting go.
After a few, like a minute or two of this, then I'll start to.
Yeah, she'll start to, but I am the type who will stay there for the whole night, and alright, the only thing I do, I probably just shift position and fix myself, and I mean that I get. You understand? So, no, let's not get it twisted. You can be clingy and be in love with yourself as well. You understand? So you can genuinely just really be caught up in that person and how you feel about that person, and so you always want to be around that person. We have to know how to differentiate that and a lack of self-love. So here's the thing now. You see, if it's a case where you're in a relationship with a guy, right, and he was the source of your compliments, he was the source of it. If him not say, babes, your hair look nice today, you feel away. Then we have a little problem.
And then a lot of you guys,
we shouldn't be emotionally dependent.
Yes, it's not just physical dependency is the issue. Yes, you know, they depend on the man to buy your shoes and bag and clothes and food.
Emotional dependence is
the next
real.
thing. You should not require him to tell you certain things so that you can feel better within yourself. You should supposed to feel good, and then he says, you know, you look nice, and then he's like, yeah, thank you. But you knew that already. You know, it did not make you feel like empowered and say, it did not make you feel empowered and say, yes, him someone look good, say yes. You know, you knew that already.
That's what I was saying in my self-love video. Any good thing that somebody wants to say to you should have been something that you already knew.
You know? It should be something that you already know about, and you don't need them to say it to you in order for you to feel that type of way. So it's not physical dependency alone is the issue. A lot of you guys are emotionally dependent, and that is also something that you need
and just fix. And we don't want to leave them hanging like that. You know, a quick thing by the way, guys, go check out my self-love video to kind of get more in depth with this. So yeah, guys, go watch my self-love video. So what's another issue? I have another issue.
Yeah, well, I'm just adding on to this.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I think also you guys need to learn to compromise, because Daniel and I are best friends, and Daniel just said that she's a clingy type, and I just said that I am not the clingy type. However, we are still best friends because we learn to compromise. I know that Daniel likes attention, so even though I am not the one, love the attention and stuff like that, I will give it to her sometimes, and I will give it to her because I know that if I want her as a friend, I cannot just take, I also have to give.
And it's the same thing with me. Understand me, huggy and all that. If I understand, say, and every time I can go to her, and I won't be able to do that all the time. I just have to understand. It's not a hard feeling thing, but you just have to know, say.
And eventually, because I love her and she loves me, we don't feel no way when if she comes to me and she doesn't feel any way, because it's not that I do not love her or not that I do not want to spend time with her. It's just because this is just not the time. It's just not the time. Or say sometimes I would actually go to her and hug her and stuff, and sometimes she'll be like, and then I know that okay, it's not the time. I don't feel bad, because I know that it's not a case that she does not want me around. I know she want me around. She just don't want
there's just a time and place for everything, guys, and that's just that. But yeah, guys, so the next issue that I have with guys is say woman love chat.
You ever see a lippy man?
Woo!
I am a strong believer in privacy. Whatever you and I have going on in private, and I don't mean sexually, it does not have to mean sexually, just in general. Or a relationship, you don't have to go back and tell the whole world. You don't have to go back and tell John and his mother. John and his mother never ask you that. You don't have to go back and talk. Some men out there are young boys. When I say men, I mean young boys and
men.
Yeah. But some of you guys out there are really lippy, like really, really lippy, and some want to do it for like little points.
Stripes.
Little points.
And sometimes, like you ask a girl for things, you must know what I mean by things. Because I want to know what I want, I want to know what I like to see. Anyway, yeah, so you'll ask a girl for things and stuff, and you'll know. I mean, sometimes, and I don't want to sound harsh, but this is just the reality. Sometimes you guys can be so conniving, you can just be so, like, you know how the girl feel about you now. You know, if you ask the right way, she will give you, because you take advantage of the soft spot that she has for you. You understand? You take advantage of that. And so, when she gives you what you ask for,
you're gone.
We know how that ends. And that is something that I just cannot respect. You understand what I say? Why are you like, and I mean, I've spoken to guys about this before, and them are going to tell me that, guys are very practical. Them are going to say to me, Daniel, if you want something from a boy, you're not going to tell him what you want here so you can get it. No, I understand that, but so find me the ethics in that.
And yeah, funny enough, I would not do that. It
find
just
me the ethics
wrong.
in that. Listen,
I'm not going to sweet talk you just to get what it's them type of man that turn rapists. Them type of man that will lure woman and roofie them and give them things, and then that is not a good way to look at stuff. I
understand that you want what you want, but listen, if she's not the one to give you, don't try to play on her soft spot for you and then come and take what you want.
Don't try to deceive her.
Don't try to deceive her. And
it ties back to saying being upfront.
Exactly, and listen and understand that what you do, don't feel like say just roll off our ducks back like that. That's not how it works. You have some girls that recover faster than some, and some of them, it literally tears them apart. Literally, what the one little something you do can literally tear them apart. I'm not going to talk about the boy that was send girl nudes, go all about the place. What I talk about?
No, just wrong.
Just can't. I remember I was having a conversation with a guy one time, and like we were talking, and we're talking about the fact that I was saying that I if I'm gonna be in a relationship, I'm gonna be for the long run. No, not all girls think like me, but just for my personal preference, I'm not in the waste of time business. You understand what I say? So if you just want a little 1 month thing, it's not the one for you. You understand what I say? I don't have the energy to build up just so that it can end.
When you're talking and you're getting to know somebody, you speak about what you like and what you dislike. So among those things, you can bring up the fact that I am not looking to do anything long or to be in anything long. I'm here for a nice time and I will cherish. And some of you guys still probably don't want to tell them because you don't want a girl to feel like, say, oh, you're not going to treat her good. But let her know that while I don't want to be in it for long, that does not mean that I undervalue you. It just means that when I read for like long yet, it's like insecure men. For starters, if you are insecure with yourself, do not pick up a bad girl. You know what I mean. Do not pick up a baddie. Do not do it.
Period.
Don't. I am not going to.
You need a heart like Ken. Oh
yes,
no. Listen, if you don't want a hot girl,
Dara and Ken,
well,
but look at Dara. If you do look at Dara,
go find her Instagram and look at her photos.
And she's
engaged.
She's engaged and she's going to get married.
And her man takes her pictures because
He's the
they
one
go
that
on
takes the pictures.
vacations together.
Yes.
Just the two of them.
So the aim of that is saying that if you know you're an insecure person, do not pick up a girl that you know is out there. Do not pick up a girl that you know is not afraid to show whatever she wants to show. And I don't mean like being promiscuous and stuff like that. Because you have some girls, not because you wear short clothing mean that you are easy and mean that you can run up and, you know. But do not date a girl that you know that if she steps on the streets, your head gonna hurt you because you know still one bag of man gonna call to her. Do not do that.
If things like that bothers you, then it's best you don't.
Because a lot of you guys, when you guys are insecure and when it starts to bother you, you start to try to control the woman. Because I know of people that they look good, but them man don't want them go to work. They don't want them to go out. They don't want them to drive. All because they look good, and that is not healthy. No, I am not a trophy. You're not going to put me on no shelf. I mean, a trophy. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not a figurine. I'm not a souvenir where you just put down and you look at. No. I have my own life. I am going to go outside. If I'm hungry, I'm going to buy something and I am going to work for what I want.
Vroom, vroom.
Exactly.
And
if I look good, not if I look good. When I look good and people are called to me, know that what I have is for you. Know that what we have is for each other.
Have that
so
security.
don't go and say, take off that glass.
Where? What?
Take off what?
We're talking about.
No.
What?
You know? So if you know you're an insecure man, do not pick up girls that you know are going to be called to and catcalled off the
Hey, but you know what too? Another issue I have. You see, oh no. So I have a piece, I have some expectation there. But boy, the thing, first of all, I don't want a girl who's smart. Yeah? Obviously, I don't want she ugly. 3/4 I want to say, well, fat girl I go, so clearly we don't want her to have a decent body.
No, I like the tickers. Make up your mind.
We don't want the girl to have a decent body. So basically, you guys want all in one. Yes? And then, it's like when you get a girl that challenges your mindset.
Yes. Or pushes you out of your comfort zone,
then there's an issue. You understand? So listen, you see, if you're gonna set your preferences, ensure that you can manage such.
Yeah.
You understand what I say? Ensure that you can manage. You get what I say? And also, do not be selfish. You want the girl to be pretty. You want her to be smart. And the thing is too, you know, your girl is a reflection of you. So
you
your girl
can't expect me to look like $1 million and when we are
and you
going
look
out,
like $10.
you look like a scabby. No, I am not going to put on my nice dress and say, okay, we're going on a date, and then you don't put yourself together.
Exactly,
no.
and also
and it's not about looks.
That is
it's
selfish.
Yes, it's selfish. It's not just about looks. We're saying, oh, is that because you look good? No, it's just being selfish.
You have to be bringing something to the table.
You want her to look her best. Why you can't look your best? And all the time I'm gonna want to see in a cut-off foot shorts and slippers.
And white shirt and
all the time
t-shirt.
sometimes I want to see you in a button-up.
You know, button down shirt and a nice pants and your clocks, so you come out and you look decent.
Yes, you don't have to look like that all the time, but if you also want me to look nice, I know that you'd expect me to think you would look nice too.
Exactly, so don't be one-sided in your preferences.
And then there are some man say man for ugly.
Not
Ugly
mine.
does not mean not taking care of.
Not
Cut
mine.
your fingernail, clean your
mine.
fingernail,
Not
bathe.
mine.
Oh my
Not
god, I'm
mine.
talking so strong.
Not
But you
mine.
get the point. You have some of you guys that don't do the basic
Not
things. I
mine.
see some people with some long fingernail and a beard dirt. And then I remember Daniel and I were in Half a Tree and we were eating ice cream because we were doing some shopping for our friend because it was her birthday was coming up and we were going to surprise her. So we did the shopping, we bought some ice cream and we were on our way to the car so that we can go home. We're walking, we're walking, I'm eating the ice cream, and then we're walking between two guys, right? Because they were in the way. So, probably on purpose, they position and stuff like that. We're walking between them, and people open my mouth to leave my ice cream, and the boy look way and best believe the green choke me. The green choke me. I never taste the ice cream and beer green and my choke. I say, but look at you. I have the audacity. I'm smell good. I know that you smell good. Because we did bathe the morning and we did well perfume up. You understand? So I said, look at you.
But sometimes, yeah, hygiene is important.
I have
Guys.
the
If you want
audacity to be looking good and you don't even smell right. I mean, I'm not
Exactly.
trying to bash anyone, but you get what I'm saying?
put yourself
Together.
together. And even if you're not all that in a face, trust me. No, alright. See my section, you know. Guys, you know, my friends would have it that I'm a little bit shallow. That I'm a little bit on the surface. And I can't say that it's a lie.
But she's getting better.
But
She's getting better.
I pay attention to like the physical has a lot to do with if I you know how far I go. You understand what I said? The physical has a lot to do with it, and I can say means that girl will listen to me. So if you're ugly, or
If
let me not say,
ugly, don't even look at her.
let me not
The
say,
person is gonna be overlooked.
let me not say ugly. But you see, if you everybody have their preferences. You understand what I mean? My preferences, it's not gonna work. And I'm just being honest. Everybody have them preferences, you understand? And that's just that. There's nothing wrong if you have your preferences. So all I'm saying is this. I have my preferences, and so if you don't meet them, it's not going to work. However, and I'm talking about physical now. However, you can ask my friend them. Sometimes we'll say, hey, you know, so I'm ugly, you know, but there's always a but. Me not go there with him.
Yeah, but she said,
But you're
he-
noticed.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You're noticed. But I mean, you know, just to say for people who are out there like me, listen, if you have your preferences, that is okay.
There's nothing wrong with
You
having
understand?
preferences.
Because
Just don't let
you're
it cloud your judgment.
Right.
Don't let it allow you to pick wrong.
right.
You know?
So because guess what? And the thing is, to see if you got, you see if you're perfect, you see me, I just So me have to make sure say the boy them I get value for them, like kind of I buy value for them money. Understand what I say? So if it is that I want expensive things, I have to expensive too.
Yeah.
You understand what I say? I can't want
And I have
the
some
cream of the
girl
crop
out there
and not
who
be the
wants
cream of the
no
crop.
boyfriend by no one. All the things in
I'm
the
gonna care
never
about
even buy
one
one
something.
sweetie.
Let us talk about the girls where talk about how a girl like you that if them spend money. Listen to me, you.
I'm going to
Listen.
spend my money.
Listen.
Once I have it,
And once
I
he
can
deserve,
afford
once he's
it, and he
deserving of
deserves
it,
I'm going to spend it.
exactly. You understand what I said? Don't say a girl buy something for a boyfriend at all
Ambassador.
because
You're not in the relationship.
you're not in a relationship. You don't know what is going on. So don't. Whose business is that? Hers?
The only way I'd say it's a silly move is if the girl genuinely don't have the money and that's
And
the only
then-
money she has and she'll
And you're broken it, go do it.
Do
You
it,
understand?
you
You
know?
have to be practical.
Yeah, be practical and prioritize. Not saying that
Right.
he's not a priority, but don't buy it and then you're hungry. If I even buy something smaller so that you can still have money to take care of things that need to be taken care of.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Because if you
But
want
I don't
a
think
guy
there's
to
anything
treat
wrong
you,
with buying something for somebody because I'm not going to go and ask you to purchase this and purchase that for me. But if you buy it for me and I'll receive that, like if I'll be like, thank you, I appreciate this.
Exactly.
You know? Thank you so much. And because I like it, I'd want to do the same for you.
Exactly. Listen, good man forget spoiled. Period. Once he deserves
What Gage
it,
say, you know what? engaged in say anything. Never mind.
Not one thing. I think we're gonna need a part 2 to this video because this is long and I don't want to bore you guys. But just to close off, you know, girls, I want to, you know, say this. You're beautiful, you're smart, you are everything that you are.
Empowerment over here.
You are everything that you are. You understand what I say? And sometimes you're gonna come across guys that you like and they're not, listen,
and
the reality
everyone
is
going to like
they're not gonna always feel the same way. They're not, and it's not that you are not pretty. It's not that you are not intelligent. It's not that they're not like, first of all, they're not the standard. They don't determine what a good woman is.
For real.
Not for the time, 3/4 of them don't know what a good woman looks like.
Exactly.
And guess what now? You see after, you know, things don't work out with you guys, when you turn your back and you look and you see the kind of woman that they are entertaining.
You're gonna be like,
you're gonna be,
and that Marie gonna do?
this is the guy I was trying to associate with.
Like,
a lot of times you think innate, a lot of times you think that because he doesn't want you, he wants something better than him. That is not always the case. A lot of them don't know good when they see
and a lot of them are intimidated.
And a lot of them are intimidated, but you know, guys, and their ego.
We get into that into the next.
Yes, you know what? If we
we're gonna have a part 2.
But yeah, guys, just know that they're not always gonna like you, and that's fine. That doesn't make you any less of who you are. You're still beautiful,
nice.
and guess what? End of the day, it's their loss.
Period.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And comment all the things that you want us to talk about.
Right. And
if you'd like to see me again, because I don't really have anything to do. So if you'd like to see me again, you can comment that as well.
You can let me know. Remember to follow my Instagram at
You can follow my Instagram too, but my page isn't public. Just putting it out there in case you guys want to go lurk. It's not public. But
follow her hair page at Crown by T.
Yes.
I will also put it.
Her hair, my hair, Crown by T.
Get on this wave though. What are you doing? But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. It don't make sense to watch the whole video and don't subscribe.
What is the point?
What is the point? So yeah, guys, just remember all of those things, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.
Every time I feel can't do no different. Swear me I win. That's why